righty, good morning everyone. Thank you all for being here today. We're calling this the third time's the charm because this awards assembly has been scheduled now 3 times. So here we are. We're here, we're in session, we're gonna get this award assembly done. It seems like second quarter was forever ago, but that's what we're here to do today. We're here to recognize students for their efforts during the second quarter, I almost said third, during second quarter, which ran from the middle of October to up to Christmas break. So, like I said, that seems like a long time ago, doesn't it? Alrighty, so what we're going to do is we're going to recognize students for good behavior, for earning those AR points, for having 100% homework for that quarter, and then we have a couple of other awards that we're going to pass out as well. So we're going to begin. Students, I know that you've done this one time, but I'm going to give you a couple of reminders, okay? When you get your certificate, okay, I want you to stand up, face the audience and smile with your certificate because you might have someone taking your picture or someone watching from home or from work. And then we're going to wait till we get to the end of an entire class and then we'll give everyone in that class a round of applause. Okay? Alrighty, so we're going to start with Mrs. Mitchell's class. We're going to start with good behavior. To earn this certificate, students had to have gotten 1 or less processings, no detentions, no tabs, no trips to the office, that sort of thing. So, earning that good behavior certificate in Mrs. Mitchell's class, we have Renesmee Budd, Reese Decker, Ivan Fiskus, Jace Foley, Nick Ford, Macy Grissom, Hayden LeLoop, Drew McMahon, Lane Pastorius, Tatum Ruffett, Leon Roberts, Allie Sanders, Addie Sexton, and Jocelyn Tracy. Let's give them a round of applause. Alrighty, Mrs. Mitchell's class, you may have a seat. We're going to move on to Mrs. Keys's class. Earning good behavior in her class for second quarter, we have Daniel Austin, Leighton Fitzgerald, Carly Grissom, Colt Geyer, Hunter Hinkey, Caden Johnson, Emily Larson, Anderson Lynch, Freya Lynch, Monty Lynch, Zoe Morgan, Tommy Lynn Price, Morgan Redmond, Cruz Rogers, Kira Schaefer, Cambry Short, and Cadence Smith. Alrighty, next up is Mrs. Young's class with good behavior second quarter. We have Lucy Bicknell, Tyler Bond, Cohen Bradford, Ella Brinkerhoff, Knox Drake, Reed Ewing, Raphael Fisco, Gareth Griffin, Xander Hickson, Cannon Keys, Mason LeLoop, Marley Mitchell, Sabia Page, Lainey Seeley, Allie Shivler, Jackson Stroh, Scarlett Wombles, and Mason Jones. And we have Miss Paylor here. Miss Paylor is taking over for the rest of the school year in Mrs. Larson's absence. So we have Miss Paylor's class. Students earning that good behavior certificate second quarter, we have Jacoby Augustus, Jersey Evard, Xavier Furry, Marley George, Henry Gilbert, Robert Gosnell, Briar Hornbrook, Cyrus Martin, Elena Mahako, Cannon Newland, Gracie Noonan, Macy Powell, Kinley Shaw, Liam Small, Michaela Smith, Ryan Trosper, Caitlin West, and Brielle White. Congratulations. We always take our students and do something fun for the end of each quarter to celebrate as part of our PBIS program. In second quarter, students, we got to go where? They forgot. The movie theater. We got to go to the movie theater. We did. Right before Christmas. It was fun. All right. Third grade friends. All right. We are going to move on to 100% homework. Always the hardest award to achieve. Students had to have their homework back each and every day, turned in on time, ready to go for their teacher for the entire 9-week duration. Not easy. All righty. Third graders, are you ready? Okay. All right, we're starting with Mrs. Mitchell's class again. 100% homework. Renezame Budd, Reese Decker, Ivan Fiskus, Nick Ford, Macy Grissom, Drew McMahon, Lane Pastorius, Tatum Ruffett, Allie Sanders, Addie Sexton, and Jocelyn Tracy. Earning that 100% homework certificate in Mrs. Keys' class, we have Leighton Fitzgerald, Carly Grissom, Colt Geyer, Caden Johnson, Anderson Lynch, Freya Lynch, Monty Lynch, Tommy Lynn Price, Morgan Redmond, Cruz Rogers, Parker Scott, and Caden Smith. Up next is Mrs. Young's class. 100% homework goes to Lucy Bicknell, Cohen Bradford, Ella Brinkerhoff, Knox Drake, Reed Ewing, Raphael Fiscal, Gareth Griffin, Xander Hickson, Cannon Keys, Mason LaLoop, Marley Mitchell, Bentley Moore, Lainey Seeley, Jackson Stroh, Scarlett Wombles, and Mason Jones. And that leaves us with Ms. Paylor's class. 100% homework for the second quarter goes to Jersey Evard, Xavier Furry, Marley George, Henry Gilbert, Briar Hornbrook, Elena Mahako, Kinley Shaw, Liam Small, Ryan Trosper, and Brielle White. Alrighty, we are up to AR. It's a big part of third grade. It's a big part of things here at Wenz School. I'm sure you know the routine by now. We want our third grade students to earn 10 points each quarter. And I know that our third grade team here does a really great job of making it into small chunks so that it's very attainable for our students. And there's a lot of names here of students that earned those 10 points. And some of them, they're really proud of how many points they earned because they earned way more than 10. So it's very impressive. Also, students, listen carefully. Attached to this certificate is a monocle certificate for a free 8-inch. So thank you to them. Don't lose it. Make sure you take it home with you. All right. Earning those AR points in Mrs. Mitchell's class, we have Renesmee Budd, Isley Campbell, Reese Decker, Elliot Fellers, Ivan Fiskus, Jace Foley, Nick Ford, Macy Grissom, Hayden LaLoop, Drew McMahon, Mason Nichols, Lane Pistorius, Tatum Ruffett, Leon Roberts, Allie Sanders, Addie Sexton, and Jocelyn Tracy. Wow. Alrighty, moving on to Mrs. Keys' class, earning those AR points. We have Daniel Austin, Jody Cooley, Leighton Fitzgerald, Carly Grissom, Colt Geyer, Hunter Hinkey, Caden Johnson, Emily Larson, Anderson Lynch, Freya Lynch, Monty Lynch, Zoe Morgan, Tommy Lynn Price, Morgan Redmond, Cruz Rogers, Parker Scott, Kira Schaefer, Cambry Short, and Caden Smith. Next up is Mrs. Young's class, earning those 10 AR points. We have Lucy Bicknell, Tyler Bond, Cohen Bradford, Ella Brinkerhoff, Knox Drake, Reed Ewing, Raphael Fiskel, Gareth Griffin, Xander Hickson, Parker Hurst, Cannon Keys, Mason LaLoop, Marley Mitchell, Bentley Moore, Sabia Page, Lainey Seeley, Allie Schiffler, Jackson Stroh, Scarlett Wombles, and Mason Jones. Alrighty. Our last class is Miss Paylor's class. Earning those AR points second quarter, we have Jacoby Augustus, Jersey Evard, Xavier Furry, Marley George, Henry Gilbert, Robert Gosnell, Briar Hornbrook, Cyrus Martin, Elena Mahako, Cannon Newland, Gracie Noonan, Macy Powell, Kinley Shaw, Liam Small, Michaela Smith, Ryan Trosper, Caitlin West, Brielle White, and Waylon Simfione. That was a lot of certificates. That's a lot of readers. That's awesome. That's exactly what we want. So keep up the good work, third grade. All right, we are down to the last two awards. Every quarter, we recognize the student in each class that earns the most AR points out of anyone within their class. We present them with a special certificate that they'll come up and get. So students, if you hear your name, come see your teacher, and then we'll stand in front of the backdrop. Mr. Morris is going to take your picture for us. So I will tell you, they always tend to keep track of who this is, so they pretty well have a good idea. Sometimes it's a surprise because it's a battle till the end, though. Alrighty, in Mrs. Mitchell's class, the student with the most AR points for the second quarter is Nick Ford. The top AR student in Mrs. Keyes' class is Carly Grissom. The top AR student in Mrs. Young's class is Ella Brinkerhoff. And in Miss Paylor's class, the top AR student is Henry Gilbert. Congratulations! Alrighty, third graders, hang with me. I know it's almost lunchtime, but this is the last award. The last award, we take a subject each quarter, and we recognize the student with the highest grade in that subject area. First quarter, we did reading. Second quarter was science. So we are recognizing the top science student in each class. So again, if you hear your name, come see your teacher and stand in front of the backdrop. Alrighty. Mrs. Mitchell's top science student is Tatum Ruffett. The top science student in Mrs. Keyes' class is Monty Lynch. Mrs. Young's top science student is Cannon Keys. And the top science student in Miss Paylor's class is Ryan Trosper. We'll do the other ones later, I promise. Congratulations! Third quarter, we are working on math. Third quarter is math, and then fourth quarter is social studies. So, alrighty, thank you all for being here today. We will do this again. More than likely, it will be after spring break because March brings state testing for us here at Wenz School. And this will be the third graders' first time being exposed to this, and it's just a bit of a change in our schedules, but we'll get it done, and then we'll come back, we'll celebrate the